Greetings, all. I greet you on this occasion of International Week at Ohio University. And my name is Yegan Pillay, and I'm a professor in the Department of Counseling and Higher Education here at Ohio University. And I'm going to take a few minutes to discuss or share with you some of my uh, at least a global activity that bears relevance to International Week. So I'm going to be talking about the Gawande College, which is located in Umarkhed in India, in the state of Maharashtra. And my relationship started more than 20 years ago when I met Dr. Gawande, who is now the late Dr. Gawande, who was instrumental and whom the college is named after, who encouraged me at some point to visit Gawande College and see how I can make a contribution. And so more recently, when I was granted a sabbatical, I decided to spend my sabbatical, at least part of my sabbatical, at the Gawande College and fulfill that lifelong promise that I'd made to Dr. Gawande that I would someday visit the college. And so what I'm going to be doing now is spending a few minutes talking about the college, but I'm going to share my screen so that I can share some pictures and which will provide a context for my brief video with you. So let me try this and see how this works. So the picture that you see is a picture of a farmer that has whose family has a farm close to GSG College. Something that I might add, and this is the individual that I showed you earlier on. He works at GSG College in the canteen, and this is his father, who was a farmer locally, and this is the generations or the extended family, and you can see at least 3 different generations of the farming family. Something to keep in mind is that that the suicide rates amongst farmers in the state of Maharashtra and the surrounding districts of Umarkhed is the prevalence rate is extremely high. And one of my roles in the future is to, my background, I'm originally from South Africa, and I am licensed as a psychologist in South Africa, and I teach in the counseling program here at Ohio University. And certainly one of my areas of interest is exploring how we can be of assistance to GSG College and the community surrounding GSG College. And I'll speak a little bit more about that as I take you through this video montage. So, and here I am in one of the classrooms at GSG College, and this is in the chemistry lab. But part of what I'd engaged in while I was at GSG College is to teach some classes. And during this class, as I see what I have on the board here, I've been teaching the students on mind mapping, and as a study aid and as a way to help them navigate some of their academic material. And just to speak a little of what my involvement was while I was at GSG, was first of all, I did a needs assessment. I did not want to go into GSG College with the intention of, and I think sometimes Western researchers and scholars and volunteers mean well, but they tend to go into rural or global environments that with the intention of making a difference, but sometimes as an imposition of their agenda. So my role was to kind of find out from the folks on the ground what they needed, and but I also engaged in some teaching while I was there, and I'll speak a little bit more about some of the other roles that I played at GSG College. So here you can see I'm engaging with students in the recreational area. And part of my, kind of data collection or kind of making a sense of what was needed is just checking with students as to how they were navigating the academic environment. And one thing that I realized, having worked in different counseling centers and academic environments, both in South Africa and the United States, I came to the conclusion that students' challenges and their resilience are universal. And so one thing that I came away with from this interaction with students is that more support, uh, especially with psychological support or support to accomplish their academic goals, would certainly benefit students, the faculty, staff, and GSG College as a whole. I also engaged in the community, so I wanted to get a sense as to how, because all of these systems come together and impact the college and the students in the college. And so I was invited to talk to the Umar Khed Rotary, and you can see I was given as a gift a picture of Dr. Gawande. He is virtually revered in the surrounding communities because of his contributions to GSG College and the communities around GSG College in Umar Khed. That when I concluded my presentation, I was given a small gift and a picture of Dr. Gawande. So once again, illustrating his contribution to the region and the respect that Yegan is there. So this is a picture of the entrance to the college. Yeah, I'm engaging in a focus group with the faculty, and this is also just to gather more information as to what the needs are. And as I said earlier on, it's important for us as a partnering university is to see how we can complement what the faculty on the ground are doing, and also maybe for us to take away and learn. I think this is in the spirit of global collaboration, and I learned quite a bit of information or got quite a bit of data from the faculty in terms of what was working for them and some of the challenges that they were experiencing. This year, I engaged with this student for an extended period of time, and he could be a prospective Bobcat. He is a chemistry major, and he has long-term goals of completing his PhD in chemistry, and we have been discussing how he can partner with some of my colleagues here in the chemistry department and fulfill his his long-term and life dreams of becoming a professor someday. Then I was involved in either doing presentations in class or engaging with students. In this class, I believe I just concluded doing a talk on stress management and had students explore what stress management techniques they can use to assist them in navigating some of the stresses related to performing academically. I also visited community members. This was a student who invited me to home, and the hospitality was just amazing. So, and he has another student, another visit to their home as well. So it's just amazing how students are able to accomplish what they are accomplishing with limited resources. Also met with the staff. These are staff members engaged in various roles. Also had a focus group with them just to get a sense as to what their experiences were, what's working well for them, what are some of the challenges, and and the idea was how can we then make a contribution and support their initiatives. Also visited a local primary school, and here you can see me sharing a little with the students. It was amazing how captivated they were just to have visitors come to the school, and also hearing some of my experiences and what I was doing there in the town of Marquette. Another picture of me in the classroom. And here's another focus group that was done with faculty. And yeah, so, and then this is a picture of my meeting with students, and we met at the computer lab, and once again, just kind of getting a sense of where we can be of assistance in some capacity. So, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and so I appreciate having this opportunity to share what we're doing as partners with the GSG College. I'm also pleased to announce that recently Dr. Nellis, or President Nellis, I should say, has signed another 2-year agreement with GSG College, continuing our partnership under the kind of leadership of Dr. Young. I look forward to our continued work, and I wish all of you well during this International Week. Be safe, and although some of our efforts could not be completed with GSG College because of travel restrictions, the work will continue, and I look forward to our continued collaboration. Thank you so much. Be well.